I got early access to the Insanity SMP website, official new website. Okay, old one. I don't know if you guys remember. Old one was peak. We all missed the old one, but maybe this new one's better, and maybe it has a clever page. Ooh, we're in Tuftsville. Down. Blue? Can I buy blue? Alright, Julian, if you're seeing this video, can I buy blue? It kind of matches my character's skin. Pricing error though. I'll pay whatever you need. Is this an official page I can click on? Oh my god. I just downloaded like 10 files of furry Yuri. What? Alright, there's a colony of interdimensional Julians in the back rooms and they all hate me. What the fuck? I was exploring the back rooms and I found the large blue area. I continued further until I stumbled upon this meeting room and there were a bunch of other me's discussing things. That one looked like SpongeBob, bro. That one looked like SpongeBob. You know SpongeBob evil side, bro? Alright, the second I entered, they all started panicking and ditching their stuff. Alarms began going off, and a big flashing screen started playing an alert, telling everyone to evacuate immediately because he is here. Like that is just aura, right? Like they're literally like afraid of Julian Prime. Like that's just aura. But are we entering the multiverse? Or the stuff they left behind, fortunately, my bad. I was able to sign into their computers very easily because they all use the same password as me. They all seem to be Julians from other universes. There's a Julian who's green, red, started AKB Mesa during season 1. Oh, dude. These variants are tough. Is there one that married Frosty Bros? What? There's a Julian who can operate the forklift, and there's a Julian who uses a different password. Ooh. The Julian who uses the same password as the Julian who uses a different password. They don't use a different password than all the Julians. He's on to something. These are old. These are like rich old. Feel like I should skip these. Flies around using an elytra and gets extra movement abilities with Sugar. Played a major role during season 1 by teaming up with Meowstick, Nathan, me, and Frosty Bros in order to defeat the darkness. During the time, she would sometimes gain extra abilities and have golden eyes, which they never, according to the officials, had a recollection of. The power was used to grant Carl and IC immortality plus science-related skills. Sign-related skills? What fucking kind of power is that, bro? You can type on the signs? I can do that shit too, bruh. Eventually, she learned to control those powers and use it to stop the darkness once for all. Nothing like that has happened since. I wonder what happened to the powers. Wore a low IQ box in there for a month during season 2. Now she, a cat, angry, a cat ear and fox ear instead. Became a member of the IKB Mesa on day 1, but split off to form the West IKB Mesa when Iceberg was a bitch. She was the last member of the West Mesa before the team fully disbanded. They are now leading the ADA to stop the darkness. You're gonna fucking fail. Alright, additional notes, short, furry. Sorry. If it said funny, we knew it would be wrong. Furry, gender fluid gives curls, nom-noms. DNA length. What does that mean? I'm dying to see the clever page. Come on, come on. The clever page has to be peak, right? Right? What? His name is a lie. I started because the 4 Crimsoners slur. Oh shit, I just said a slur on a video. Were being mean to me and were ignoring my request for them to join my company as eternal unpaid laborers. Yeah, no, I'd actually expect that. Not slavery, huge difference. Yeah, bro. Okay, sure. So I used my privately owned Crimson Gateway to locate someone who would be qualified for the position of Insanity SMP lore expert. First, it appeared that he was elite ball knowledge, as he seemed, however, after a very short internship, I learned that he lied on his resume. Hate crime against me. Notes, there was no resume. I just... Yeah, you're right. I just did enough research, but it's still small for me to fake it. I'm not a fake fan! Installed a plumbing system that fucked up the whole building. Owned a parrot named Smarty. Frosty Bros wannabe. Bro, I'm not a brain scan results. Oh my god! Alright, bro, let's feel you. Are you gonna fucking glaze yourself, bro? After being hit by 2 particle accelerators at the same time, I forgot to breathe and have them at the same time. Carl! Carl was found and tamed by me while he was raiding a village and kidnapping its inhabitants. What the fuck? Carl was granted immortality and other powers by Killian while her eyes were golden. This is the same way Icy obtained his powers. I fought against the godlike being in one. I then chose to grant Carl the powers. Carl's powers were used towards the end of the season to save me from the darkness and to defeat it at last. During season 2, Carl went missing 3 separate times. What a silly guy. What the fuck did Carl do during season 3, bro? I'm not kidding. If Carl goes missing, bro, you gotta find Carl, bro. There's no way Carl's not committing crimes. Carl returned again during my podcast and played a role in helping a few IKB Mesa members escape the backrooms. They make him the worshipped figure of a cult. When we thought she'd play for the second time, my silly guy. Actually sound like bullying, I'm sorry. Saved the rest of the server from being pulled into the Crimson Void by absorbing some of its powers, making him stronger than ever. Carl is now one of the main forces helping to stop the darkness from taking over yet again. I'll be honest, I'm not even gonna like play myself up. If Carl's helping take the darkness down, we're cooked, bro. Pepsi. To be completely honest, I couldn't find anything interesting to put here. He's made of uncooked bacon, I guess. Also, he blows stuff up. So remember the glizzy game dressing too. Yeah, no, that's honestly like so real. Like, what is there to find about Pepsi? Like, Pepsi's chill as fuck. Pepsi's gifted me Discord Nitro on more than one occasion, but like, what does Pepsi do? About Aria. A member of the server since close to the beginning, but a mysterious one, was friends with Frosty Bros and Pepsi during season 1, and occasionally joined in on build projects or more important things like fighting the darkness. During this time, he was never heard speaking, only communicating through written text. Dons a mask. Why am I low key dyslexic? I basically disappeared for the vast majority of season 2. No one is quite sure what happens, especially coincided with the disappearance of later season 3 where he I should play his time in the his time in the Crypt of season 2 was the first time any of us that I know of heard him speak. He later joined the task in their mission to spread the darkness, but hasn't been a significant player yet. I guess, bro. About Big Alex. This is my goat, Big Alex, bro. Bro, how am I not written anywhere on the Big Alex page? Me and Big Alex, bro, we're best friends forever, bro. Big Alex joined at the start of season 2 as a member of the Glizzy Gang, although not a prominent one, as weekend and daylight, but gets much more powerful at night. Became a member of the IKB Mesa at the start of season 3, but ditched me to join the West IKB Mesa when Iceberg. During the end fight, Big Alex defeated the greatest man alive and obtained the Dragon's Eye. If you're talking about yourself, bro, Julian, if you're talking about yourself, bro, they split off from the West Mesa alongside Superb and Tosk to form that awesome side team. Worked with the Lean Squad to cover the IKB with Purple during the Lean incident. Watch that video. Big Alex is also responsible for bringing the darkness back, and that's why I hate him. Superb. Weird spooky dude who joined at the start of season 2 and went on to join the unnamed team. He participated in season 2 infight, but we still lost. In season 3, he joined the enemy team just before the infight. Later on, he left the West IKB Mesa to form that awesome side team alongside Big Alex Tosk before participating in the Lean incident. I don't know what he is. Yeah, bro, me neither. He low-key just looks like the Darkness's child. That's his lore, bro. He's Darkness Junior, bro. Sporker. Oh my god. Oh. Since season 2, he's been a member of the Glizzy Gang alongside Mr. Meowstick and Pepsi. Was and still is notorious for being a huge threat to anyone who gets in his way. Yeah, right. Alongside the rest of the Glizzy, he's a notorious threat to actually doing anything. Alongside the rest of the Glizzy gang, he covered the end island in lava and dominated the season 2 infight. Eventually became more peaceful later on, helping to construct the Banana Republic Tower. Thank you. You're welcome. Taming Icy and participating in the Spawn Build competition. However, during the season 2 finale, he joined back with Meowstick so he could eat the Crimson Gateway fat ass. Yo, Sporker, bro. Sporker inflation, bro.
What?
Sending everyone to the Crimson Void. At the beginning of season 3, Sporker continued to ally with Meowstick, taking down nearly every member of the server leading up to the war against the IKB Mesa, which he won. It wasn't until the season 3 infight where he was finally taken down by Big Alex from them, he chilled out and started not murdering everyone. When Killian brought him Iceberg, Superb, and Big Alex to Shiftboy's library where Sporker got a command block, Gossip claims that the block had some strange effect on Sporker, leading him to doing some things that he wouldn't. Yo, I'm dyslexic. He wouldn't do normally. I believe it's a part of my religion. Son, what are we talking about? After Shiplet appeared for the second time, he was sent to a giant ocean monument. Upon climbing higher, he reached a maze at the end of which he found a book containing power. According to my recent brain scans of Carl, he was the only one who. Oh, where's the word only in here, bro? It's nowhere. He was the one who placed it there. Porker then used his new power to teleport to a synth and escape, where he reunited with Killian and Carl before breaking Tosk and Goku out of prison to defeat Shiplet. Porker is now a member of the ADA fighting to help defeat the darkness. He's chill like that. Yo, what? Yo? Am I gonna scroll through this whole page of nuts? Yeah. Yeah, I am. I most definitely am. It's nothing but nuts, bro. Even though Nuggies joined at the start of season 2, but he only showed up to get his ass kicked during the season finale. Oh, that's nice. Can craft other members' powers. Snart. My entire goddamn skeleton can go boom. Owns a structure block somehow. Founder of Dirt Spire. I don't get it. Yeah, me neither, bro. Shoo. Skew. Joining season 3, a friend of Exo can summon and shoot clouds of poison. Not much else to say. Castle Crashers reference goes here. Wears a suit of armor akin to that of the Knights Templar. DNA length, that's a lot. It's a big number. Enemy of the state, the activate makes you traitor. Smells like shit. PU, take a shower, bruv. Now a woman. Will not be different. Oh, good for you. Ooh, dude, I just unlocked the Q&A page. Yo, I'm actually... Okay, hold on. What is your name? Not clever. Clever. Why are you so sexy, man? Yeah, there we go. EXO. Joining season 3, friend of Shu can't drink potions. Allergy? I don't know anything about him, really. Yeah, no, low-key me neither, bro. Who is this? The one thing I do know is that EXO gets all the bitches. No, wait, I mean EXO gets all the bitches. What is happening? I just want to say EXO gets all the bitches. I'm sure there's someone put an autocorrect on EXO gets all the bitches. I swear to EXO gets all the bitches. Game of Fun reading this one because of technical difficulty. Signed EXO gets all the bitches. What am I reading? Iceberg, the goat iceberg, the goat iceberg. Fun fact, little fun fact. There was a filmed backrooms video, lost media now, with me, Killian, Julian, and Iceberg. Like honestly, me and Iceberg carried that. That was our first, I think, actual conversation, and we were carrying the whole video. He just showed up one day, and I've hated him ever since. He built on my property, so I did something devious. I tried to kick him out, but I lost all my employees. In response, I made a diss track to prove my hatred for him. Then he ditched the group for the bitch ass side team. 90% of him is below the water level. The guy is a gambling addict, like a huge addict. His skin is white due to him never going outside because of gambling, which I think that's white because he might be Caucasian, which is impressive because nobody else who really does gambling nor does he own a computer. Heike what? Claims he got all the ladies had mad moves before ending up on the server. But personally, for me, it's like me and Iceberg, like we're polar opposites. Like he lost his riz when he joined the Insanity SMP. I gained mine. By the time I joined the Insanity SMP, bro, that's when I got a girlfriend. We've been together over a year now. The Insanity SMP gave me the riz I needed. Oh, also, Killian says he might have some connection to the Birch Gateway. Is it good he's white, bro? Tosk. Fuck ass Tosk, bro. I hate Toss. He never accepted my friend request on Snapchat, so therefore I only hope and wish bad things upon him. One of 3 people to appear from the Crimson Gateway near the Eiffel Tower. He showed up alongside Dead Jazz and Coco, although there appears to be no connection between them. Literally just normal dude. Got shot multiple times, got stabbed multiple times, and got kicked out of tasks for an activity deserved for abandoning the Mesa. His experience with illegal drugs. Powers come from being drugged up or something like that. This guy is fucking on temporary V. Lorelei. Important notice. I was able to perform a successful brain scan on Lorelei. However, the data was formatted very differently than the others, so I was only able to decode a small portion of it. Lorelei is one of 3 people to appear from the Crimson Gateway near the Eiffel Tower. She showed up alongside Tosk and Coco, although there appears to be no connection between them. Prior to arriving at the server, Lorelei was a player of Ice Kit, a dive massively multiplayer online role-playing game. DMMORPG. Dive games fully immersive player into the game world via a neural nano interface, NNI, also known as dive gear. In Ice Kid, she lived in the Great Tomb of Nazareth and was their guild leader. Eventually, however, after 12 years, the game shut down. However, when it did, Lorelei didn't disconnect, and instead found herself more immersed within the game than before, and the NPCs of Nazareth also became much more lifelike as well. Whilst admiring the stars outside of Nazareth, she was suddenly transported to the Black Void of the Crimson Gateway, where she was stripped of all her inventory. Interesting, unlike the other 2 who appeared from the Eiffel Tower Gateway, she didn't stumble upon a Crimson Gateway of her own accord, as though she was teleported to it. Additional notes: doesn't blindly trust people, especially humans. Has many immensely powerful abilities. However, I have yet to see her use them. Most likely ranks above gods such as Mr. XR Demon. Not clever though. In terms of strength, although she isn't one, is very observant and can easily identify the weakness and strength of others. Demon! Demon. 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 Mysteriously showed up from the Crimson Gateway located at the IKB Mason and ran away. Returned after a week when another 3 people showed up. Is the brother of Mr. XR? Since when, bro? Wields a powerful Cheeto-colored trident. Prior to arriving on the SMP, Demon escaped from a research facility where he was being held captive after being taken from Olympus. Is known for switching teams like it's his job. Why is it? I don't remember this picture, bro. They caught me off guard. Mr. XR. The Stargaze man. One of three people appear to One of three people to appear from the Crimson Gateway near the Eiffel Tower. Lives far away from the IKP, seems focused on his own goals. I got Carl to do some snooping as usual, and managed to find a prophecy of sorts. According to the text, Mr. X are also known as Hades, awoke long ago atop Olympus with his memories and powers lost. However, his chain forged by hepatitis remained in his hand. He went to the oracle in search of answers, which revealed that Erebus, the embodiment of darkness, had taken control of his power, wreaking havoc on the mortal world. When Erebus was defeated, the influence was cast into purgatory, where it remained trapped. Until now, as a cult known as the Dark Regan, led by a mysterious figure called the Man of Purple and Gold. That name's Buns, bro. Who is the Man of Purple and Gold, bro? Seeks to revive the darkness and return to the world. To stop the cult, Mr. Xar descended into the mortal realm, but his powers were heavily suppressed to maintain a physical form. If he dies, his spirit will be trapped in purgatory, allowing air. Ooh. How do I get Gokul into purgatory and just slap him out? Armed with only his chain and the weight of his lost dominion. He's not tough. He followed the oracle's guidance to a labyrinth containing a red portal, a gateway to the mortal world where his mission began. Alright, now, who wants to bet Gokul sent this shit in? Who wants to bet? What the fuck? Stepping through, Mr. XR encountered a zombie woman and a strange man speaking to be an injured pirate. Mysterious figures hinting at the chaos he must confront. Each step in this mortal realm tested his suppressed power and his resolve as he navigated threats from the Dark Regan, the manipulations of the Man of Purple and Gold, and the lingering influence of Erebus. Every choice and confrontation brought him closer to reclaiming his power and preventing the darkness from engulfing the world once more. As the mortal world was engulfed in darkness, Hades raised an army to defeat Erebus once and for all. Erebus, now in full control over the Man of Purple and Gold, made one last attempt to escape the mortal realm, to not only reach Olympus, but to seek revenge on the gods further above. With his newly reforged weapon in hand, Hades struck down Erebus, freeing the Man of Purple and Gold, and returning to the mortal realm to peace. However, in the process of slaying Erebus, who is this diva Erebus, bro? His army would fall and the land would run barren, leaving Hades as the only one remaining, something that he could not fix with his regained strength only. The accuracy of the story seems to be dubious. Some details appear different, maybe it was mixed up. Although overall, the tale appears to be truthful, even if it can't be sure of the events. Even if I can't, oh my god, I'm so dyslexic. Even if I can't be sure of the events that are yet to transpire. I should note that this also may not be the complete tale, as the documents Carl returned to me were missing the pages after, and were quite old and damaged. I'd attempt to get more insight from Gokul himself, but he refuses to cooperate. I hate him. Demon doesn't seem to say anything about anything. A cryptic gateway is a natural structure which can warp objects between locations and worlds. The portal can be activated using redstone signals. Smaller redstone signals can produce items or rarely mobs. I haven't tested higher signals, but I hypothesize. What the fuck did I actually just say? I hypothesize that it would result in the transport of full structures. Trying to damage gateway will harm the attacker, successfully breaking one will result in the world surrounding it to collapse. Inside of the gateway is the Crimson Void, an endless space connecting different places and worlds. Crimson shards are created upon the destruction of a gateway. When enough shards are brought together, it's an exit, bro. You got me tripping on my words. A exit to the void will be forcibly opened. They can be opened to specific points using precise signals. However, I've struggled to pull it off consistently. There are 4 known legitimate Crimson gateways: one at the IKB Mesa, one in the desert, one mega gateway in the snowy mountains, one near the Eiffel Tower. No, who the fuck are you, bro? Is that Jay Blue? The Bedrock box is, as the name states, a large box made of bedrock. It was seen as early as the very start of season 1 and has come with us to every season since. It's where players go when they run out of lives, an afterlife of sorts. It was created by Software Notion, also known as the God of the Bedrock box. The box started out small with a large void inside, but by season 2 it switched to having a tiny building to stay inside instead. One of the most knowledgeable people regarding the Bedrock box is Jay Blue. Due to his documentation of extended time in the box during season 2, sometime after, Software Notion decided to attempt to get people to stay in the Bedrock box willingly by expanding in order to make a more comfortable space for those within. His main goal appears to be to get people to stay within the afterlife non-forcibly. So he wants people to kill themselves. Software Notion made a stinking deal with me to help expand the Bedrock box, but I don't really care about data. Oh, I'm a little too far down. Oh, what the fuck is this, dude? Fuck no. The backrooms. I've been here, bro. Me and Big Alex have been here. A high-power oscillating magnetic field, when confined to a small space dy 8000x, a null kx zone will be created within spacetime. When a warped gateway is contained within this, a stable and bridged null zone can form, allowing for travel in and out of the backgrounds without risk of being displaced in time. Reference sketch. The backers are a steady, possibly godlike, infinitely large void in which an ever-expanding maze of buildings created from both memory and input data from connected universe. Current map. Background qualities. Is sentient. Maybe a god outside of its host universe. I've been inside of a god? The green light given off from expansion has adverse effects on the skeleton. Stay away. Prolonged exposure to the void may induce delirium, insanity, and psycho. Yeah, I got everything.
Didn't get everything. There's still multiple ads I've missed. There's still those pages I skipped I was supposed to read. I am a chud. So 2 days later, and I'm back.
I did not go back. If you want to know what happened, dude, find out yourself if you want to know what I missed. There's like a singular ad I missed. And then just go read the other 3 news pages from last year. I'm not doing this. This has taken up a week of my life. This one video. And I don't even care that I'm assaulting your ears right now. I don't. You deserve this.